Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. This video is just a tutorial on how I achieved the look in the picture at the beginning of the video. So I started with eye primer for my eyes. I'm pretty sure I overdid it, but it's okay. I am using a Profusion palette. I started with that chocolate, dark brown chocolate color. And I am using just a e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I'm still using Profusion. This one is just a beauty book. It has eyeshadows, lip glosses, and different color blushes. I'm going in with the like a rose red color. Still using the same brush. Now I'm going in with the blending brush, just trying to blend those two colors together just so they won't be sitting on top of each other looking crazy. And I'm just using a blending brush that I got from my Ipsy bag. It's called Illuminator. And I switched now to another e.l.f. brush, another e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's just a different kind. It's more flat, wide and flat. And I am taking... this is another brown. It's just a really dark brown, and I am putting it in my crease and kind of winging it out on the end to give me that dramatic look. And I'm adding a little bit more of that rose color to the top. I feel like I kind of covered it all up, and I just wanted a little bit more of the red kind of peeking through. So I just started to add more at the top and kind of blend it in so I can get that red, more of that red effect at the top. Okay, yeah, so now I am using the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer in the color Creamy Beige, and I'm just putting that all on my lid. As I was doing this, I was just putting the concealer on my lid, and then I would close my eye and then open it back up, and then I would have concealer like a little further, a little higher up than where my lid was at. So I'm guessing I have a slight hooded eye. I'm guessing that's what it is. So all I did was took the concealer and just took it higher up to where when I closed my eye and the print of the concealer showed at a little higher than where I had already started. That's why I finished my line. That's why I made the line. And I just took it all the way across and kind of curved it at the corner. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to let y'all know that I was using my MAC 212 flat definer brush. Okay, I've had these pigments for years and have never used them. But these are the Loreal high intensity pigments. And this is in the color 848. It's called Tenacious. And it is so pretty. It's like a rose gold. And all I'm doing is just taking this small concealer. It's another concealer brush from e.l.f. It's just a really small one. And I'm just taking it and taking that pigment and putting it everywhere that I put the concealer at on my eye. Okay, and as y'all can see, I already have my eyebrows done. If you want to see how I do my eyebrows, I do have a video for that, and the link for it will be in the description box below. Now I'm going back in with the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, the wide, thinner one, and I'm just putting more of that darkest brown that I had and putting it in the crease. And then of course I follow up with the blending brush just to kind of blend everything out so I don't have those harsh lines. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all about this liquid eyeliner. This stuff is trash. It looked like it is going on pretty good, and like the color of it is good, but it was horrible. The brush was like so thin, and it literally took me like 7 minutes to apply it to both of my eyes. I couldn't even put the whole thing on here to show y'all, but that stuff was horrible. Anyway, onto my lashes. These are my absolute favorite. They're by Ardell. They're the Wispies, the double up Wispies. They are just absolutely gorgeous to me, and I just love them. I am putting on my MAC Prep and Prime. It was just a little small one that I got from my Ipsy bag. Next is my color corrector, and I'm using the Pro Concealer and HD Foundation blendable 2-in-1 corrector. Yeah, I got this from my local beauty supply store. It was $2.99. I am using my MAC 190 brush. It's just a flat concealer brush, just to blend all that in. And then I'm going to go over it with my beauty blender just to kind of smooth it all out. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I use the color 335. I like to put the product right on my face rather than putting it on my hand or my brush. I just feel like I get more product when I put it directly on than putting it on my brush, because I think a lot of it gets stuck in my brush, or like I'm in an awkward position trying to transfer it from my hand onto my face. And this brush is one of my Eco Tools brushes, and it's just a blending brush. And then of course I came in again with my beauty blender to kind of smooth everything out. Okay, so now I'm back again with my LA Girl Pro Conceal, the color Creamy Beige, and I'm just putting it under my eyes, under my nose, and my T-zone, and on my chin. Using my beauty blender to blend all of that in. Okay, so if y'all have watched any of my other videos, I always let y'all know that I am not a professional. I am not a makeup artist. I do this because I love makeup. I enjoy doing it. It's just something that I really like to do. So everything that I do is my way of doing it. I feel like it's my face, my way. I feel like I still have a lot of stuff that I need to learn. You know, there's a lot of products out there that I still have to try out and, you know, add to my collection. I'm here for the constructive criticism, for the feedback. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, please. This is my first time using this AVON translucent powder. Usually I use the Ben Nye banana powder, but I am all out, and this was all that I had. So I'm not really sure how I feel about it right now. I think it's just because I'm just so used to using the banana powder. This translucent powder was just like really white, and I'm just used to the more yellow powder on my face setting my concealer. Okay, I told y'all that I felt like the translucent powder was really white. So when I went to dust it off, I used some mineral powder that I had. It's Bare Mineral, and the shade is Deep. I am dusting everything with my EcoTools powder brush. This is the NYX matte bronzer, and it is in the color Deep Tan, and I'm just using it where I would usually contour at, right around my cheekbone and my forehead, and then right back in with the EcoTools blending brush to kind of just blend where I put the bronzer at, just kind of blend it in so you don't see those harsh lines. And then I'm going in with another one of my EcoTools brushes and just taking that bronzer and putting it on my nose to kind of contour my nose. And I'm just drawing a thin line on each side of my nose. And I'm really doing it real light. I don't want like a hard contour where my nose look really like crazy. So I probably should have skipped this step because I didn't like the way it looked on my face under my eyes and my forehead. So I literally just put it on and rubbed and brushed it right off. This is a Luxie 660 brush that I'm using to apply my blush. I got it from one of my Ipsy bags. The blush that I'm using is from MAC, and it is in the color Peaches. I am using a Nomad highlighter, and it is in the color Midnight Sun. This came from one of my Ipsy bags as well, and the brush that I'm using is from one of my Ipsy bags too, and it is a Glamour Dolls brush. Okay, so this is a Silky Eye Pen, and it is in the color Opal, and it matched the pigment that I had put on my eyelid perfectly, so I used it on my waterline. And then I'm using the PUR Fully Charged Mascara on my bottom lashes just to make them pop a little more. And when I got done with using the eye pencil and the mascara, I really didn't feel like it was popping. So I went back in with the e.l.f. eyeliner brush. I have a really thin, flat thin one. And I took that darkest brown eyeshadow and just kind of lined underneath my waterline. Okay, this is a Perfect Precision Lip Liner Crayon by Kiss, and the color is Prunes. I got this from my local beauty supply store, and it was 99 cents. This e.l.f. lippy is the color Natural, and it was $1.99 at Target. I really didn't like the purple liner and the e.l.f. lip together, so I ended up wiping it off and just using the natural e.l.f. lip by itself. And you'll see at the picture in the end what it looks like without the purple. And now I'm finishing up with my NYX setting spray.